Well, hey family, this is Darlene with Jewelry by BDK. Happy Monday. It has been a busy week and a busy weekend, I hope for you guys too. And I wanted to thank you all for your participation and just hanging out in the Jewelry by BDK Creator Zone, sharing your pictures of your collections and your pieces and all that good stuff. And not only that, though, just for subscribing, because there's a lot of new subscribers. And with the new subscribers, I do hope and pray that you see even more of what encouraged you to subscribe in the first place. I really hope that you get inspired and motivated to create, even if it's not jewelry, whatever it is that you want to create, whatever it is that you want to do. I hope that this channel inspires and motivate you to do that. Sometimes we only need just a little bit of something that will kickstart us into doing that in which we want to do. And then a lot of times we do need that inspiration. We do need that encouragement. And I do hope that you find that here on this channel. What I'm doing now is I am making bracelets. I have a couple of events coming up in May, and then I have some coming up in June. I just took on another one. The second one that I took on for June, because I was only going to do one for June, because that's like Juneteenth month. But I was only going to do one for June. But I got an invitation to do a second one, and that vendor fee is only like $50. So I said, okay, I'll do it. And they generally have between 500 and 600 people at that event, because I've done it before, and they only charge $50, to do it. So, and I generally do really well there. And for that event, the second one for Juneteenth, they buy a lot of bracelets. So I've done it before, so I pretty much know what that crowd buys. They buy a lot of bracelets. In May, the events I'm doing in May, these ladies or these events, they buy a lot of necklace sets. So for those May events, I'm making a lot of necklace sets. And then for June, I'm making a lot of bracelets. So today what I'm going to do is I am going to use some of the beads that I've hand painted. So I went ahead and hand painted these. And over the weekend, I went to a gala on Saturday. Saturday evening, I went to a gala. Saturday morning, I went to a workshop. And I wore a necklace not a necklace, a bracelet, a couple of bracelets that I made using the beads that I hand painted. So I used these, not these, but some like these. And I generally would do that just to see how it holds up. So wearing the bracelets, you just do your regular run around, whatever it is that you do. Your wrists are sitting places, you're washing your hands, you're doing all the other kind of stuff. And I never took the braces off while I was washing my hands. In fact, I even let the water go up because I want to test it. I want to see, what happens if water touch. What happens when, my wrist is on something and I'm having to write, or, like different things. So you kind of test the product. I mean, that's what I do. So I do like so far, how they held up, and I am going to be wearing the ones that I made for myself. Some more, and I also wore one of the necklaces that I made that has the hand painted beads and also that has the wires. And that necklace was very comfortable. Oh my God, you talking about something pretty. I was like, oh my God, you are like the prettiest thing up in here, right? The necklace set, of course. And I was just like, wow, this is like really pretty. But anyway, it it wears really well. I mean, all of my necklace sets wear really well. That's why I make them like I make them. That's why I use the supplies and products that I use, because I wear them, so I know how they feel. I know how they lay on the chest. I know the durability of them, and that's why I make them that way. So I'm gonna do a bracelet using these beads. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna try to get about 10 braces made today to go with. I'm stretching the cord out to go with to go with for June. I'm gonna use this wire bead that I made. I'm gonna use this for the focal point. Let's see if I can get this beaded. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna use this wire bead as a focal point. And then what I'm gonna do is use a couple of these color beads. And we'll put these on here side by side. I want a little bit more color. So we'll use these, and this is how it'll look so far. And then I got a couple of wood beads I'm going to use, the little flat spacers. And then I think I want to use a couple of these little marble beads that I made or painted. And it's not raining here, but it's sprinkling. So I like the way that looks already, the way those beads match in together. So we'll do that. And then I'm going to use this two-sided bead. Now this was not the best batch, but I'm going to still use them. Look, got a little paint here, but I could always hide that. And that's what I'll do. So I'm going to add, I don't want the colors back to back like that. So let's try some different color. So we'll do that side. And let's do maybe one of these. And then we'll do this two. And let's take maybe do another one of these. So we'll take this one on this side and let's see what it's looking like so far. So far. And bracelets are always easy and simple to make. All you got to do is beat them, string them. Put you some charms on them if you want to. So I'm going to put one more bead. That's pretty. I'm going to put one more bead on here. And let's go with, we'll go with this one because there's some brighter colors. Let's see if we want to tie it. Yep, we're going to tie this. So that's nice with all that color. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and tie it. And bracelets are simple. It's really nothing to them. You always want to pre-stretch your cord. If you don't pre-stretch the cord, and it does depend on the brand of stretch cord that you buy. I use Stretch Magic, but it depends on the cord, because if you don't pre-stretch the cord, what happens is the natural wear and tear, it will eventually stretch, and then the bracelet comes out being, too big for you to wear. And I think we probably all experienced that. And like, why is this stretching all out? But that's because it wasn't pre-stretched before. So I'm just tying a knot, and then I'll do a double knot. And I like to take it under, bring it back over, and then tie another knot, pulling it nice and snug. Another knot. And then we'll tie it one more time, and then we'll cut off this extra. And then we're going to go ahead and hide that little knot. Everybody probably know how to do this. We'll hide the little knot under the bead. And this is our bracelet that we made using hand painted beads. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it up a little notch. What I did is I wrapped one of the coconut chips with wire, and I'm going to make this as a charm hanging from this bracelet, just to give it a whole different look, something different, something special, just really creative. So I'm going to take these jump rings. I'm going to go ahead and open this up, find our little hole, put that there. And I'm going to put it through, I'm going to use my hand. Let's see, maybe fit it through the wire right here. And I know it won't come off because of the wire, the way that the wire is closed up. So I'm going to go ahead and close it. Make sure it's closed nice and tight. And there you have it. Now see, this is pretty. Let me do this on this hand without the, this wrist without the, and see, that's pretty. And if I had a couple of these on, and see, you see how that coconut chip adds a nice little extra something to it. It makes it a very unique type of bracelet with the beads and that little coconut chip. And I think what I'm gonna do, because I really do like the way this look, I'm going to wrap some more coconut chips and make some more bracelets like this, because I think these will do really well. Because the bracelets always sell out good during June. So that's this one. Oh, this is really pretty. And that's just enough. It's just enough. It's not too much. It's just enough with all the color. And then we have that wire bead for our focal point. And then we have that coconut chip as our little charm. And I didn't make the hole big enough on here to double hoop it or put 2 jump rings in here. So what I'm gonna do for the next ones meaning the coconut chip wraps, I'm gonna make the hole bigger. So I'll make the hole just a little bit bigger, this little loop part a little bit bigger, and then that way I can put 2 jump rings in there, and then that secures it even more. And my whole thing is, anytime you have people, buying things, you do want them to be, and you guys already know this, you do want things to be as high quality as you could make them. And that's always my mindset. If I bought it, and I'm looking at it, is it high quality? Does it look like, something will fall off? Do it look like it'll break? Do it look like, anything? I am so in love with these beads. And these beads you can find these beads in my Etsy shop. All these beads that I just used are in the Etsy shop. There's a limited supply of them, and they're 50 cents per bead. So if you go over to the Etsy shop, you'll see these beads in the Etsy shop. There's a nice little selection of them. I think there's about maybe 15 different styles of beads you'll find in the Etsy shop. And if you're thinking you're wanting some of the coconut chip charms, let me know that, and I'll put some of these in the Etsy shop as well. But these beads are available in the Etsy shop now. So we have these. So I'm getting ready to make a lot more bracelets like this with the coconut chip, and I'm going to be using all different type of beads that I have. And we'll see you guys in a little bit. And thanks for watching. We'll talk soon.